Hi everyone. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Let's get started. On September 7th, 2020 at 8:30 p.m., there was silence on the road in Kashipur city, and at that time Nazia had gone to the doctor with her husband Rashid to get medicines. When Nazia's father Muzammil called on her mobile, and when Nazia saw her father's call, her heart started beating faster because her father had called her after a long time, but she could not understand why her father had called her. Along with her curiosity, her anxiety also started increasing, and when Nazia had taken her medicine, her husband Rashid started his bike and set out towards home because it took only 3-4 minutes for Nazia to reach home from there. She told her father that I will talk to you comfortably after reaching home, but as soon as Rashid's bike reached the turn near his house, some people coming from the front started firing at them before Rashid and Nazia could understand anything. Both of them fell down from the bike on the road and started writhing in pain. They were hit by several bullets, and within no time the road turned red with their blood. Due to excessive bleeding, both of them died on the spot. Due to this accident, Nazia's mobile phone slipped from her hand and fell on the road, and suddenly the sound of gunshots in this locality created panic among the people. And when the windows of the houses around the incident site opened and people saw that scene on the road. So they kept looking because there were two dead bodies lying on the road, one of a young man and the other of a young woman. A bike was also lying near them, and this meant that someone had escaped after killing both the young man and the young woman. Seeing the condition of both the dead bodies, some people in the neighborhood mustered up some courage and came out on the road, and soon a crowd of people gathered at the spot because both the deceased were residents of the same locality. Hence their identification was no problem. After this, one of the people present there called the mobile phone of deceased Rashid's brother and informed about the incident. As soon as the information about this incident was received, Rashid's family members along with his neighbors also immediately reached the spot. As soon as they reached the spot, Rashid's family members checked his pulse, but Rashid's body had completely cooled down. That is, he was dead, and Nazia lying near him had also died. The people present at the spot were dead. It was believed that there was no benefit in taking them to the doctor, and then someone informed the police control room about this sensational murder because this locality came under Kashipur police station. Hence station in charge Satish Chandrakapri, along with the police team, left for the spot, and on receiving the information, ESP Rajesh Bhatt and CO Manoj Kumar also reached the spot. After reaching the spot, police investigated and found the dead bodies of Rashid and Nazia lying nearby, and Rashid's face was badly disfigured. Looking at Rashid's face, it seemed that the killers had fired the bullet close to his head, due to which it became very difficult to recognize his face. And then when the police gathered information about this incident from Rashid and Nazia's family members, Rashid the family members told that both of them were having a love affair for a long time, and due to which both of them ran away from home. And then in June 2020, Rashid and Nazia had a love marriage, and after some time both of them returned back to Kashipur. Since then both of them had started living in a rented room nearby, and due to Nazia's ill health that day, both of them had gone to the doctor on their bike to get medicines in the evening and would return home from there. At that time, someone had shot both of them dead. During the investigation of the incident site, the police had taken possession of the mobile phones of the deceased Rashid and his wife Nazia, and when the police checked the mobile phones of both of them, they came to know that at the time of incident, Nazia was talking to her father on the phone, and as soon as they got this clue, the police understood that Nazia's father Muzammil might have a hand in the murder of Rashid and Nazia. After this, the police immediately reached Muzammil's house and found out from there. It turned out that Nazia's father Muzammil was absconding from the house because his house was locked. That is, his other family members were also missing from the house. Due to the sudden absconding of all the people of the house, the police found the involvement of Nazia's family members in this murder case. The suspicion of murder had increased. After this, the police searched everywhere for Nazia's family members, but there was no trace of them anywhere. After this, the police sent the bodies of both of them for post-mortem, and then in this case the brother of deceased Rashid. On the basis of Naeem's complaint, police registered a case against Nazia's father Muzammil by Mohsin, Nazia's maternal uncle Afsar Ali, and Johar Ali under Section 302, 342 and many other sections. After filing the report in this case, ESP Rajesh, 3 separate teams were formed under the leadership of Bhatt and CO Manoj Thakur. The police team raided many possible places in Sharif Nagar, the Kurdwara and Moradabad to arrest the accused. But despite many efforts, The accused were not yet caught by the police. And then during the raid on September 9, 2020, an informer informed the police that both Muzammil and his son Mohsen were planning to go somewhere near the Lohia Bridge on Dadial Road. As soon as the information was received, Kashipur Kotwali in charge Satish Kapri immediately reached Lohia Bridge with the police team. The police surrounded them from all sides and arrested both of them, and then the police took them to the police station. After this, the police interrogated both of them about this murder. First, both of them tried a lot to divert the police here and there, but then Nazia's father Muzammil told a strange story to the police. Nazia's father told that when he along with his son reached the corner near his house to meet his daughter Nazia. So at that time Nazia had already been murdered. Seeing Rashid and Nazia in that condition, both the father and son were very scared and they were afraid that they might be accused of her murder. Hence they immediately fled from the spot. The Muzammil told the police that he had not even filed a police report against Rashid. If we had to kill Rashid and Nazia, we would have killed them long ago. But even after listening to Nazia's father, police station in charge Satish Kapri was suspicious. He was not able to move away from him and they felt that he was lying. Then when the police strictly interrogated Muzammil and his son Mohsen, both of them broke down badly and they accepted their crime. After this, the police recovered 2 315-bore pistols on their spot and then interrogated the two accused who carried out the double murder by openly firing indiscriminately in front of senior police officers, and the story of the murder of Rashid and Nazia came to light. The police were also surprised to hear the story. Friends, to know the truth of this incident, stay with us till the end, and before moving ahead in the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video and keep yourself informed about such heart-wrenching incidents happening in the society so that you can also be careful. Let us now tell you about this incident. Actually, deceased Rashid's father Kamaruddin lived in Mahalla Ali Kha of Kashipur city in Uttarakhand. Kamaruddin had a big family, but as soon as the children grew up, his children also started earning money. Due to which the financial condition of his family became very good because one of his sons had gone to Dubai to work and the other son Rashid had gone to Saudi Arabia. His other sons also used to do business in Kashipur. Nazia's father lived near Kamaruddin's house. Muzammil also had a house and Muzammil's financial condition was already strong. In fact, Muzammil was a resident of Sharif Nagar and he owned a lot of land and property in the village. About 10 years before this incident, Muzammil had sold some land in his village. After this, he had come and started living in Mahalla Ali Kha of Kashipur, and his in-laws' house was also here. After coming to Kashipur, he bought some land here and started doing farming work on it. Muzammil bought a canter from the remaining money of the land. He had bought it and he had 4 young sons who had started doing their own work a long time ago. Muzammil himself ran the canter. He also had 2 daughters, one of whom was already married and now his youngest daughter. Nazia was the only one left because both Kamaruddin and Muzammil were neighbors. Hence, both their families had to visit each other's houses. Even though they both belonged to different castes, still both the families had similar relations, and due to this, there was a good friendship between Kamaruddin's son Rashid and Muzammil's son Mohsen. Whenever Rashid and Mohsen had some work, they both used to leave the house together. Nazia was the younger sister of Mohsen because Nazia was a good-looking girl. She was very beautiful, hence Rashid started loving Nazia. There was no restriction on Rashid to visit Nazia's house, and during this visit, Nazia saw love for herself in Rashid's eyes, so she also started loving him, and then gradually their love started growing. But soon the discussions about their love started going on in the neighborhood, and when Nazia's family came to know about this, Nazia's family got very upset. Muzammil tried a lot his daughter Nazia to convince, but she was not ready to leave Rashid. After this, Muzammil told Rashid's family about the dark deeds of his son and asked them to convince him, but here Rashid was also not ready to back down. And being neighbors, the love that existed between these two families soon turned into hatred, although both the families tried hard to convince their children. But both of them remained adamant on their insistence, and when the fight between the two families started increasing over this matter, the matter reached the panchayat, and it was decided in the panchayat that Rashid should leave Kashipur and go to work somewhere outside, and then on the insistence of his family members, Rashid went to Saudi Arabia. After leaving Kashipur, Nazia started yearning for him, and then after a few days she started talking to Rashid on the phone in Saudi also, and both of them started talking lovingly on the phone. But then the time of Corona epidemic came. So Rashid returned to his home because it had become a compulsion for him to come home at this time. As soon as he came to his home in Kashipur, he started working in a tire showroom in the same city. At the same time, Rashid's old friend and Nazia's brother Mohsen called him and met Rashid, keeping aside his old rivalry because Mohsen wanted to go to Saudi Arabia and he knew that Rashid would go to Saudi again as soon as the lockdown opened. But after Rashid went to Saudi, Mohsen also had a desire to go to Saudi, and Mohsen knew that he could reach Saudi Arabia only by staying in touch with Rashid. But after becoming friends with Mohsen again, Rashid started finding the destination of his love even easier, and due to the friendship again. Rashid and Nazia had also started coming and going again to their house, and this coming and going took both of them to a destination from where it became very difficult for both of them to return. That is, their love relationship became even stronger, and then due to this incident almost 3 months ago, Rashid and Nazia suddenly ran away from home. As soon as Nazia ran away from the house, her family members were deeply shocked because they had never imagined that one day their daughter would destroy their honor. Nazia's father, Muzammil, knew that she must have gone with Rashid. On gathering information about Rashid, he came to know that he was also missing from home. But the biggest sorrow for Muzammil was that his daughter had eloped with a boy from a non-fraternity. His respect in the society was ruined. When Muzammil's honor was hurt, he called Rashid and threatened to kill both of them. But still Nazia and Rashid, while absconding, went to Amalvi and got married. Took it, and when Nazia's family members came to know about this, there was mourning in their house. Seeing the stain on his reputation in the society, Nazia's father Muzammil kept this secret as a secret. That is, Muzammil took complete control in this matter. Then he started waiting for Nazia and Rashid to return. Rashid had also changed his mobile number after marrying Nazia, after which Muzammil could not talk to him because Muzammil was a driver by profession. Hence he was also very smart. He wanted to somehow get Rashid's new mobile number, and he knew that his phone number could be got only from Rashid's family members. Then somehow he took Rashid's mother into confidence and got his mobile number. But when Nazia's father Muzammil's patience broke, he tried another trick. One day Muzammil called his daughter and said, "Daughter Nazia, whatever you did it. Daughter, it has been a long time since I saw you. Now I can't live without you. Now we have no grudge against you. Both of you return home. We want you both to get married with pomp and show." Hearing this from Muzammil, Nazia could not believe it, but still she told this to her husband Rashid, and along with he also said that you should not fall for his words. Nazia told Rashid that I am aware of his every fiber. He wants to call us to Kashipur by showing false love, and after that he knows what he will do with us. But despite Nazia's explanation, Rashid also got influenced by Muzammil, and he took Nazia with him and came back to Kashipur. After coming to Kashipur, Rashid took a rented house in Ali Khan locality near Modi Masjid, and he started living there with Nazia. After this, Muzammil started waiting for the right time to end the hatred in his heart towards Rashid and Nazia. He had so much hatred towards his daughter and Rashid that he wanted to kill both of them at any cost. Had planned to kill Rashid, and under the same plan, Muzammil bought 2 pistols of 315 bore and 8 cartridges from a village in Uttar Pradesh. After which Muzammil along with his son Mohsen started chasing both of them like a shadow, and started seeing when, where and why Rashid and Nazia go. And then about 15 days before this incident, Muzammil had received the information that Nazia and Rashid had gone to Kalsara situated in Jaipur, because Kalsara path is situated in the forests of Rampur. As soon as he got the information that there were bushes and forests spread far and wide, Muzammil along with his son Mohsen sat in ambush on the way to the tomb. But that day he did not see Rashid with Nazia because they were planning to kill Rashid along with Nazia. They wanted to, but due to Rashid not being with Nazia that day, both the father and son returned to their home, and then they started searching for them to meet together. And then on the evening of September 7, 2020, Muzammil came to know that Rashid and Nazia were going somewhere. As soon as he got the information that Nazia he had gone somewhere with Rashid, Nazia's father made complete planning to carry out this murder. But at that time it was also important for him to know whether both of them had gone to the city itself or somewhere outside. To find out, he went and sat on a platform at the road turn near his house, but many people were already sitting there. Hence Muzammil got up from there and went back to his home because the murder of Rashid and Nazia was in his mind. He was very upset because of the planning that was going on. But when a lot of time passed since Rashid and Nazia left, his patience broke, after which he called Nazia's number. Nazia became emotional as soon as she received her father's call. She woke up and told her father that she had come to take medicine and was leaving for home shortly. On receiving this information, Muzammil immediately took his son Mohsen along with him and reached the road turn towards their home. By that time, the people sitting there had also gone to their respective homes, and as soon as Rashid along with Nazia reached the turn leading to his house, Nazia's father and his brother Mohsen opened fire and killed Rashid and Nazia. After interrogating Muzammil and his son Mohsen in detail, the police presented them in the court on December 10, 2020. From there, both of them were sent to jail. Friends, the purpose of narrating this incident is not to hurt anyone. Friends, what is your opinion about this whole incident? Do tell in the comment box, and if you liked our hard work, then like this video and share it.